I was in Sam's the other day, and it was pretty empty, hardly anybody around. And I'm looking at some sugar. I know I shouldn't have been looking at sugar, but anyway, I was looking at sugar. And there's this movement to my right, so I just glance over, and there's a woman pushing a cart with a man behind her. And as soon as she saw me, she stopped, pulled the cart back, and turned out of the aisle. And I thought, who is this? And so I hear the husband, I don't know, maybe it's the husband, maybe it's the boyfriend, whoever. Anyways, it's the guy behind her. And he says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Shh." And I can hear all this. And I'm now like my supersonic ears are on because I need to know, who are these people? And she says, "We're not going down that aisle. That's Susie Dixon." And then I was really listening. And I thought, who are these people? These people do not look familiar at all. At all. And so I just stood there kind of shocked for a minute. And then she decides to go down the next aisle. So I'm like, oh, who are these? So I stared because I needed to know, who are these people? And so they're walking, and as soon as she sees that I see her, that I'm staring over there, she turns her head away. But the guy is staring right at me, and I'm trying to figure out, who are these people? These people do not look familiar at all. And so the whole thing was really strange, but it made me think, like, okay, I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I've hurt anybody to the point where, they don't want to be around me. Now, I am an activist. I do speak my mind a lot. And, but, for someone not to want to be in my space, and I don't even know who you are, that's disturbing. But you know what's more disturbing? The fact that that's a representation of what's happening in the world right now. Like, we do not want to be in other people's spaces because we're so stuck in our own space. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to up the ante. And picked up one of these, and I wore it today with love, with pain in my heart, and hope. And for all of you that know where I live, wearing something like this in my neck of the woods isn't going to be welcomed. And it wasn't. And that's okay. Because what we need are more people to stand up with courage, ready to talk about the horrific things that we are doing to other human beings. And if that makes people not want to be in my space, that has more to do with them than it does with me.